break down how, because he kept real. He said, hey, listen, I have a fear of getting married. And she broke it down basically saying that, he's making, he's creating broken homes and stuff because of
which he is.
You just said people see your life and think you're not high functioning. The opposite of that would be low functioning.
No. Okay, so here you go. I'm not married, right? I have beautiful children.
How many?
8.
By how many women?
3. And this is the kicker. I want more. My desire to get married is lower than my fear of divorce.
You're being very action-based. You have 8 kids with 3 different women.
Yes.
You are creating, procreating, and multiplying. That is not taking your time. You're being very selectively active. But you are proactively choosing where you want to be active at and where you want to take your time. You want to take your time in having a wife because of your own fears. But you will, and I say this with all respect and love, what I'm about to say next, okay, Cam? But you will selfishly create broken families, even if you're in their life and you're a proactive father, but these families are still broken.
I think she did a good job of calling them out.
Well, again, how can you call somebody out when you know for a fact that 90% of women that comes in contact of you, one, they're looking at, hey, who are you? You Cam Newton. So that means you got money attached to you. They looking at your shoes. They looking at what you wear. Looking at your car. They practically half-assed. They already half-assed throwing it. They gave you. They gave you. And uncreated baby for you without you even sitting there playing that.
Who saw? Are you? Bruh, so I don't know if you really want me to go
I
ahead
want
with
to.
y'all
Come on.
niggas.
Let's go.
Are you really going to give yourself to everybody though?
No, he's not giving himself to everybody. It's selective.
But that's the
He has 8 children, 3 different women.
Want. But the way that he's going about, and I don't even give a how he's doing. My issue with this nigga was quit trying to sound harder than what you are, my nigga. You can use regular words so you can understand what he's talking about. That was my issue with that whole shit. Like, I don't give a like, I tell y'all, I don't care what this nigga does in his homes or whatever, however he shoots up I don't care about none of that. My nigga, you got your hats on and all that shit. You fly, my nigga. You a Carolina Panther, my nigga. You got to be you got to be educated. But you don't have to try and use words that you may not know that you don't know what they mean. You don't have, bruh.
Don't do it to yourself.
Bruh, I respect Cam Newton so much, nigga, and it hurt when I'm sitting here listening to this shorty tell this nigga exactly what it is that he tried to say. Well, it's not even check her, but it's like he doesn't know he's agreeing with what she's saying, but the words he's using, it's like, my nigga, just say you don't understand what she's using. Can you break it down for me? Like, I just wish he would have said that instead of trying to go back.
But she read him correctly, I think.
That's the issue. Like, he is making broken homes. I have no problem. Like, you're going to shoot up as many clubs as women allow you to, I have no issue with that. But
this is where I had to
it's
do
the
a little
continuation of everything.
This is where I had to do a little pushback on it. Now,
it's the women, right?
How you know he didn't come in with good intention? And
I'm not saying he didn't.
And he locked in with this woman
because he made babies with
exactly. He locked in with his woman, made kids with her, and then somehow, some way, that shit wasn't gonna work out.
Who's to
the
say
writing
that,
was on the wall?
Who's to say that anything ever deteriorated with those relationships? That's why listen to what I'm saying clearly. I don't know if he has any issues with any of the mothers of his children, even now.
He probably don't.
I'm not saying that
he probably have a great, and obviously he's involved in all his kids' life. He's not there every day, I'm presuming.
The shorty was saying to him is, normally with these dynamics, the kid always wants to have the father around. He's not always going to be there. That's just that's just the reality.
Who say
of the situation.
They not like how Nick Cannon got? He got them all on his
sure
land.
they're not on the compound.
But Nick Cannon got his spread out through different states.
They all on his damn. He got them all on his damn.
They're all on one.
Oh,
compound?
he got a compound.
They got on. He got all his baby mom got houses on his property.
If you do the compound thing and you're really nation.
Why it gotta be a compound? Why can't it just be some land that he built the house?
It's called a compound. I mean that's
not a compound. So if I buy 20 acres and I build 5 houses on it, that's a compound.
Cam Newton, let's not do this.
No, we're gonna do this.
It's called. They call it a compound.
They call that a compound? Yeah. Wow. How's that?
Because there's
and
multiple
this is what
homes.
I mean. I don't. I'm not trying to.
It's spread out though. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not trying to offend anybody, but if that's the thing that he's doing and that's the nation building, that's what I mean by that is immaculate stuff. But when the way that he's going, if the way he's going about doing it, and you got them spread out everywhere, it's just what happens is the child wants or needs.
And I agree with you on that.
And that's all. That's
I
the
agree with
only.
you.
That's it. That's the only. Other than that, I just want my nigga to be more aware of the cognizant. Like, just come on, my nigga. Words have meaning. Words have meaning.
I got you,
Yeah,
but I'm more. I'm not even go. Hey, I ain't got the.
Cause I fuck with Cam
I got
Newton,
you.
yo.
I got
and
you.
that's what I'm saying. So it's like, and this is to everybody. Even back to we always do like NMK, because I used to be in here wilding, but I had to come to the enlightenment that none of this shit affects me. It doesn't affect my home.
Right.
None of it does. But what he's doing, it might, because that creates some type of attachment or lack of attachment type of situations.
Again, who's to say that he been with these women? If he had 8 kids, right?
Yeah.
By 3 different women, so we can figure at least three.
Either way, it doesn't.
So he been with them for a while. In other words, what I'm
I don't
getting
know if
at.
he's been with him or not.
Yeah.
You had to. You got 3 kids.
I don't think he's been with him.
Yeah.
That doesn't even shooting up the club.
No, okay. Based off how it's been reported, he's had relationship with these women.
Yeah. Like I said, I think he's a stand-up person in general.
So what I'm saying is, when my pushback on what the doctor was saying, right?
Yeah.
How you know that he's coming in intentionally making these broken homes? How you know he came in with a good heart to actually see this thing through, and somewhere down the line the shit didn't work out?
Because he made babies with them before he got to that point.
If you are in a relationship,
that's what I'm trying to say.
If you are in a relationship with him,
know if
and
he has any issues
right,
with any of his baby mamas.
Well, let me say,
He just didn't want to make a commitment.
Okay,
Yeah.
but what I'm okay.
That's something entirely different.
That's one area. But I'm on the other side of it. I'm on the other side to where he probably did try to work the thing out, and the writing was on the wall that it wasn't going to change. So because of that, it's no need to even continue on. Let's move on. He's still a part of his kid's life. He's still doing what he's supposed to do, et cetera, et cetera. Now, it just so happened it's 3 women.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna happen like that. It's not like, hey, he got some strong genes. He knocking them up. I mean, that's what happened when you in a monogamous relationship. Now, if he had multiple women, then yeah, he wouldn't probably had all them babies with them women at one particular woman. You feel what I'm saying?
I don't know if he did or not. I'm just saying I want my nigga to be more aware of what.
Oh, I got you on that. I don't have no pushback on far as what you're saying. My thing is when the lady was saying that he's intentionally creating broken homes, and I'm like, you don't know that. You can't say that. You know what I'm saying? He probably came in wanting this shit to work out. If you have multiple kids with one person, right? That means you must like their ass to do that.
Unless it happened at one time. You had
Right.
twins
it wasn't nothing that I don't know that he have any twins or whatever, triplets or whatever the case may be.
That's stuff that you plan to happen at that point. Like if you got multiples with the same person.
Sometimes you don't plan it.
No, but typically you have to plan that.
If you are in a boyfriend girlfriend relationship, you're not really.
Are you wearing?
If you're
not wearing protection, nigga,
you're right. If
you're not wearing protection,
you're right. But you're not also. But you also not having a conversation either about it. It's more like if it happens, it happens. That's the attitude.
That's the conversation.
That's the conversation.
That
if it
is still
happens,
the
it happens. If it happens,
That's still the conversation.
you're right. I feel it's not a verbal conversation. We're speaking on a verbal conversation. Right. Okay. Well, it's not. If it's not most of the time it's not a verbal conversation because one, I got money, so if it happens, I can take care of my baby. It's not a question. So ain't no broke nigga status.
And that's where I guess everybody's issue is. How much money is enough money, or too
It's
little,
not even about
too
the
much.
money. It's about the presence of a father.
That's what I'm saying. It's a blurred line with being present physically and financially.
And I think that's like you
say that's the thing, like the being present physically part. Money good. The money good. Money, but
and I believe he's there presently, because they know you don't hear no reports of him.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not going to say he is or is not.
Right.
But I understand what she
My
was
only,
trying to
my
say
only
to
thing,
that.
My only
because
thing,
you know, like just, and I'm not trying to keep cutting
Right.
you off, but nigga, my scenario, nigga, you know what I'm going through.
exactly.
I got 3 in house every day.
Right.
Run me up the wall,
Right.
nigga. So it's like, if I have money like this, is this what I'm creating and I'm walking away from, and I'm just walking back into every now and then just to make sure that
It's because if you got money and you can take care of your situation, right? If it doesn't work out, okay, you still taking care of your situation financially and as well your physical appearance present is there. You gonna meet somebody else. She gonna, in her mind, she already pregnant.
But-
she already.
So-
Hold on. When you meet somebody else, she already done gave you the. She already having a baby. You just don't even know.
what
it
I
yet.
think what
You
I
feel
think
what I'm
it
saying?
is I think like maybe they put too much bearance on money. Like just because you got money doesn't make the situation ideal. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you got all the money in the world. Because Nick Cannon got money. Nick Cannon got money.
Yeah.
Because you got all the money, does it equate? You see what I'm saying? We sit here like with the Tyrese situation. That's the perfect example. She's still, but it's Tyrese in the child. You see what I'm saying? Is Tyrese in the child's life and stuff like that?
And he
So-
probably not, because if she's acting like that, she probably bitter towards that. So that means he probably had to pay for court for child custody and all
I
that
don't
shit.
think she's bitter. I just think she's greedy.
See, and that's what.
If she's greedy, that means if she's greedy, what's the next thing that she can use against him?
I don't know.
That's a
I would
leverage.
think
That's right.
Tyrese might be playing a significant part because it's so public. You see what I'm saying? When it's
I
public,
mean, it's public when she
yeah,
filed
but
for
when
divorce.
it's public like that, you kind of can't.
When
Shortcut.
TMZ
because they're
when
going,
TMZ
they're gonna
reporting
be
that shit.
letting you know, like he ain't taking care of his kid though. He ain't ever with her and stuff like that. They're gonna let you know,
Right.
This. So I don't know. I just think, like I said, I think she's just trying to get as much money out of Tyrese before that horse just drops dead. Like we ain't getting no more money. So let me go ahead and get as much as I can before he ain't banking like that.
Right. So
Tyrese is a mental case.
right. So
Yeah.
my thing.
Tyrese and Cam in this, like that's not
Right,
fair.
but it's not my thing. Again, my whole point, that the whole thing I'm pushing back on what the doctor's saying is, she's saying to Cam, he's intentionally making broken home, and that part had to push back, because that's you basically saying, Cam saying like, oh yeah, I see her, yeah, I'm gonna knock her up, I'm gonna give like about 2 or 3 kids. and I'm
No,
gonna
he ain't think. He's just careless. He don't give a shit.
But all I was
say he
asking,
don't care?
all I was asking
The
was
fact
the
he
age,
left.
all I was asking was
So-
the age-old question:
What's
is
that?
money as good as being
I'm not
there?
saying
Because
that.
that's what
I'm not
that's-
saying that.
That's basically kind of what we think the women are
Where's
thinking.
the second
No,
mic?
no,
and I just want to. You see how there's so many different aspects or angles to this one topic that we're all talking about.
correct.
You see, 'cause we're not all really focused on one
It's under the
specific
couch.
thing.
And
with this.
I'm focused on the fact that she's saying he's intentionally creating broken homes. That part that's not fair, and you can't say he's actually
feel like
doing
I'm still
that.
over 200 pounds.
Yeah,
Nigga, I
you
appreciate
actually
that.
can't say he's actually doing that on purpose, because again, he probably came in with good intention, like, hey, he want to be with this woman, probably work it out. Now, sure, he probably at one point in time thought that she was marriage material. Probably after one kid.
Okay, but
He might still think that.
Right.
So
We don't know that.
Right.
When you get to the third woman, though, what's your mentality?
What you mean? It's
Because he had 8 kids by 3 women. So
Again,
if it didn't
if-
work with baby mom 1 and 2,
So again, all right, number one, what people is failing to understand on this whole point is, it's just like the popular girl. If a lot of men sees a fine woman, all she has to do is say hello, be nice, courteous to him. They gonna break their neck and give her whatever the you want.
yeah.
All right, now flip this shit. Cam, here he is. He's 6'6", 260 pounds. He got dreads. Former #1 draft pick of the Carolina Panthers. Went to the Super Bowl. He got money, right? We all know most women, like I said, they already done gave him done already had 2 or 3 kids by him before he even think about wanting to fuck. The woman already made a decision on how she approaching this man and what intentions she had.
But
for
Cam
his
played
ass.
into it.
I mean, he had to.
That's 3 times.
You're right. So what I'm saying is, so if you come across women that's looking at you as a money aspect,
Then why give him your nut?
I just posted up today. Jesus said this himself. He said, I had people that thought they wanted the best for me and everything, helped me get to the top. Once I got there and you didn't give them what they want, I had to go to war with them and push that line, just the fact you didn't give them what they want. So here it is. A woman sitting
entitlement.
Here. Right, but a woman here already, man, listen, I know for a fact, I'm speaking on facts on this shit. A woman can sit here and entrench herself in your life without you even knowing that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Now, you coming in with great intentions, probably getting to know her, probably wanting to do the right things. You probably had 1, 2, hell, you probably got to the 3rd child. But then you might have saw some shit. She probably done some shit to you to where it's not leaked out to where all of us know, but it's still in good sense to where, all right, I can't you like that. You know what I'm saying? You're a good mom. We can be friends and shit like that, but we ain't going down on this one. So then, boom, he goes to the next one. Remember, he has to weed them out. It's just like the popular girl, the popular woman. She will have like 100 niggas at her ass. She got to weed them out to find that one.
It's the being rich and trying to find love.
Exactly. If you got money, that's hard
to find real.
To find love and you rich.
Okay, so
it's hard to find love. You got motion and you making
my
money.
issue is, why do you keep impregnating these women you're not in love with?
Because listen. What I'm saying is, he probably was deeply in love with them, and then probably found some shit about them that they probably.
But that's what I'm saying. Why go and create a baby with somebody who you don't know?
You are in a monogamous relationship.
You just said he found out some shit he didn't know
after the fact.
Well, how long are you waiting to make babies with these people?
Some people are good at that, playing a role, lying and shit. You feel what I'm saying?
And what happened to marry before you carry?
Why marry and then come to find out you get trapped off in a fucking marriage?
So why let it happen 3 times?
You still gotta pay. Hold on. It's cheaper to pay child support versus going through what a Tyrese going through all that shit.
No, it's cheaper to use a condom.
No,
it is much cheaper to use a condom, and on a whole other note than that.
Again, you right, but who the listen.
You rather be a parent,
let's be real,
trying to turn into a parent.
But you don't have no problem turning into a parent.
But what I'm saying is, you're right, but it's the irresponsibility.
How is it irresponsible?
Because
he's there. No, you don't know that.
But still, though, you know in the back of your mind that everything might not be peachy keen. You have an idea. And
how long do a parent actually be around a kid? You know,
all day.
No,
25,
no bullshit.
8.
You are how many? You are at least 8 hours. If a parent is working or at home, you know this. It's at least 4 to 5 hours you're not around a kid. Yeah, guarantee every day. If you're if you're a working parent, right? You got a career, job. That's 8 to 12 hours. You're not at home. That you're not around a kid. Okay, then. So now let's translate. Let's translate that with somebody who got money. Okay. You mean tell me it's the same fucking 12 hours, 8 to 12 hours if he got a job? Only difference is he don't have a job. He can come and show up anytime he fucking want to. Yeah, it's the same thing. The only difference is he has the flexibility to do it how many times he want to do a week.
What I'm saying is, as a man with that type of money, you have to be a little bit more cognizant about your money and what's going on, regardless of if you.
It's cheaper to do what he did versus getting married. It is, because if he get married, right, you got to pay child support and you got to pay spousal support. until however long.
Well, if
You
you
just
wear a
sitting-
condom, you ain't got to pay neither.
I mean, listen, who gonna wear? I mean, why wear a condom when I know I can take care of my kid if he gets married?
Because you
See,
still got to
that's
be
the
a
wrong-
president.
So here we go. So
You
now,
just think about
so
kids.
now,
That's
let's
the
get back.
wrong way to look at
She
it.
put because she what she
As
did.
I'm older
what
now,
she did was she put the onus on him. As if it was his only fault. The woman played a part in it too. So if a woman coming in thinking like, yo, asset,
no
money,
doubt.
all that
No,
shit.
we're not. Hey,
We're
she
not,
is
but
nowhere
who's
near
But
how-
supposed?
this is where.
But
this
who's
is where
supposed to be thinking about him?
But this is where
He
this is where my discussion coming from. Where I'm saying I'm pushing back on what the doctor's saying because she's saying he's intentionally creating broken homes, and I'm like, wait a minute, the woman plays a part in this shit too because most women already got dollar signs on their hand. They already gave him had 3 kids before he even say I want to.
Yeah,
True.
So as a man, it's on you to
But
protect
the
yourself.
responsibility
Okay, so
still
he did.
falls on you.
No, he didn't.
I'm with you for however many years because we don't know how many years he are with each woman. That's number one.
Exactly.
We don't know how many years he are with each woman. So
And that's why I was saying I don't even know if he has any issues with any of
right,
the
he
children,
probably
among
don't.
children.
So I'm gonna say this. What Cam? He's still what in his 30s and shit, early 30s,
yeah, he-
30.
mid 30s. All right, then I'm gonna say he probably with 3 kids. He probably been with at least 5 years. All 3 of them minimum from 3 to 5 years. And that's
No, that's 3 baby mamas, 8 kids.
Okay, so 2 of them had 3 and 1 had 2. So what I'm saying is the 2 that he had 3 with, he probably been with them at least 4 to 5 years.
Don't mind our nigga math.
Yeah, please don't. We just speculate. You know what I'm saying?
math.
We just say it. So
We just know 3 equals somehow 3 something X
Right.
equals 8.
So
Relationships, and kids, especially with kids, you got
so
3.
Right.
It's
So
3 years
we're
in between
assuming that the 2 that he had 3 with, right? He been with at least 5 years. That's 10 years. The other one, what, 2? We're gonna say at least 3 years.
It
So
might
he
all
could-
be fresh babies.
Nigga, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, this is
you're right. So
Nigga,
again,
this
this
is
is
new.
not. This is me not knowing the exact age of the children, et cetera, et cetera. But what I'm saying is, it's the same amount of time as a working parent that's gone 8 to 12 hours a day.
Okay. What's the original question?
The original, I was pushing back on the fact that the doctor was telling him, breaking it down, saying he's intentionally creating broken homes, and I'm like,
I feel like he is through carelessness.
It's a two people. The woman coming in, she know exactly what's going
Well,
on.
I mean, she's a part of it too, but
Right,
as the
so
man,
why-
you're in charge, so it's your job to lead.
Thinking because
And he left.
Remember, you're the breadwinner.
Yeah, you got to lead
You're
for
the
these
breadwinner.
women.
So
Right.
you're doing
and,
it.
and maybe they didn't want to be led. That's why he veered off.
Okay, well, he should have figured that out before putting a seed in.
You're doing the main
That
thinking
part-
for
that
you're
part is a little
thinking
bit
for
unfair,
everybody.
No,
Because
it's
that
not
means-
unfair.
Because you know why? Because that means you ain't getting no.
No, it means
First of
you're
all,
having
I'm
multiple.
gonna tell you why. No.
Is that what
I'm gonna
that
tell.
means?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you why. Yeah, Judge, I'm gonna tell you why. Exactly what it means. Follow me right quick. First of all, if you're not having sex with nobody, right, you don't know whether they crazy or not. How you find out that a woman or a man? We talking about women because we all men in here. How do you know when a woman act crazy? When you thank you. So thank you. So
Okay.
now, all right then. So you don't know until after you actually.
I ain't going. Because
But where's the condom?
You have signs.
Where's
you're
the
just
pulling out?
neglecting. You have
do.
signs.
You do.
You're just kind of deflecting them because
do.
you
But
try.
look, I'm talking.
I saw that, but I ain't see that.
No. Now listen. Hold
I ain't
on.
see
This
that.
is-
What that meant.
this
I ain't
is-
see that.
No, you gonna follow me on this one. Listen, you know why? It's levels to this shit. This nigga's on the top 1%. You feel what I'm saying? So with that being said, for you to get close to him, for you to let him stick his you gotta play that role smooth as like
No doubt. No
like
doubt.
damn near dumbed out.
No
you
doubt.
feel what I'm saying? Just for that to happen. Then once that happened, then she do whatever he thinks she gonna do what his man do, and it probably worked.
But all we're saying is
You know that because
Yo,
you've had
no
women.
doubt.
All right,
No doubt.
yeah, you had.
I got nothing to do with this. I've been out that game for years. I ain't
but
got
what
shit to do
you're
with none of that.
but
No.
what we're saying
don't
is
throw that
this:
shit at me.
we, especially after the first time you dished the wee wee and she got crazy. So now after you dishing the wee wee,
I guess the crazy
now
one I got married to.
now
You see what I'm
you
saying?
now you looking at the second chick a little bit different because you just had crazy.
Right.
So as the guy who is the big breadwinner here,
Mm-hmm.
you have to do the thinking for everybody
Exactly.
in this equation.
Now listen, see.
My thoughts have to trump your
listen,
thoughts.
I know a person, right? Now, when you are in a power position or something like that, shit happens. Something happens. It takes a perfect storm for somebody to get in and infiltrate. Like, you know what I'm saying? It could be an injury or whatever. And you don't, because when you at the top of that or near the top or push to the top, it's a lonely world. You feel what I'm saying? Because there's not a lot of people that's going to be locked in with you and y'all be on the same wavelength. So now, a perfect scenario, if you have a significant other that's near or close to you, may it happen. And if you don't have someone significant to trust, a team or whatever, you might give her the lead on some shit. And she may use that shit against you. You feel what I'm saying? We know on lower level shit with his kids. Or some of us who, well, I haven't experienced that. Some of us who may have lived with that girl before, and she know you ain't got no crib. She like, you get the every time she get mad, type shit.
I'm gonna give a perfect example real quick. Like, okay, so boom, I'm gonna pull another NFL player out who's got a handful of kids. My man Tyreek Hill.
Yeah. Say what?
My boy Tyreek.
Yeah.
Tyreek got now. Is he thinking because you're what you're doing? No, is he really thinking because you got what 8, 9 kids and your career is how many more years you got?
Yeah, that NFL money ain't as secure as that NBA money.
Right. But that's why they get all that shit up front when they sign their name. And
So
now,
that-
and more than that, most of these
So I
times-
was just throwing Tyreek because you know Tyreek kind of that same boat and stuff like that. Tyreek
Nation building.
is he?
Yeah, young.
Tyreek nation builder.
Yeah.
I mean, listen though. Let's keep it 100. If you have the opportunity,
Would you nation build?
I would.
I wouldn't.
If the
Why-
money, if you
Time
have,
out.
if you
Do
have
we-
that type of money,
why not?
Hold on,
First
you're
of all,
saying if you have that type of money-
and we got
I'm
broke-
50-50 on
Time
that.
out, time
I'm
out,
not-
time
I'm
out.
50-50
I
on
got
that.
you.
That's
Hold
a good
on, hold on.
question.
We got
No.
broke ass niggas out here putting
Yeah.
20 kids. That dude from Tennessee.
Yeah, with the fucking 20, 30
30 kids.
I
Broke
know.
ass nigga. So
I
you
know.
mean tell me a man that got money that's intentionally creating these families and taking care of them and there visibly, that's a problem?
Yeah.
compare.
That's, you got what you think all these? What you
I
think?
mean,
hold
hey,
on.
neither
Those
one
are
of those.
problems.
Neither one of those.
What you think? What do you think?
One has
like,
money, one
NFL
doesn't, but it's still an
players,
issue.
like a lot of these NFL players, especially white NFL players. How many kids they got in their family?
Phillip Rivers.
Yeah. How many kids they got? They got like 8
But-
to 10
but-
kids in their
but-
family. Ain't nobody
but-
saying
Shout
nothing.
out to
So
State.
Shout out
when a
NC
black,
State.
the only difference is they're married and it's with that
And it's
one.
with one woman.
Yeah, but that's what I was gonna
Okay.
say.
And they're
They
all
got
in
one
the
woman.
same
How many
household.
black women's gonna sit there and have 5 to 10 kids? I'll wait. None. So if you a man that got
If
money
you
and
approach
you
it
still
right,
want
I mean, if
kids,
you-
you
the
got
fuck
to
is
go
you
find
talking
somebody
about?
gonna give
If
it to
you
you.
if you a pro and
If you a bro,
Hey,
a woman
you
ain't
tell
a
me
woman
one
gonna.
woman. You tell me one black woman that's especially
I can't
in
tell
her.
you no one
You tell
black
me
woman.
one black woman that's 40 plus that's gonna have kids. Have especially 10 kids. Them white families.
You're
that
looking
he
at it
had
wrong.
Phillip Rivers, he with one woman. She gave him how many kids?
Think about it.
How
Hold
many
on.
kids? 8. How many black women having 8 kids?
if you gotta, and this is why this is the difference between a lot of us, because we're, as they love to say, niggas are not monolithic.
We don't want all that. I
don't
mean, I
wanna
don't
deal
think.
with
I
that
don't think you want. I don't
That part.
think you want that many kids. Like
It's more of
8
us
is
that
a
want that.
lot. Eight
That's
is
a lot of
eight
kids,
is a
man.
lot.
It is, but when
You know, now-
when you have, first of all, money. I don't care what y'all say.
And we're talking-
75% of your problems revolve around.
And we're
money.
talking
Money.
That's what I'm
generations.
saying. If you
So if that part is taken care
so
of,
listen,
you can take
so
do what you want to do.
double-edged sword. And that's what I'm saying. If you're saying that what black women will do. If you're a millionaire,
they'll do a whole lot of shit.
whether
think about it.
you're an entrepreneur, athlete, anything. If you're a multimillionaire and you start young, she's not going nowhere.
Well,
I guarantee you that.
I-
She will
I'm-
spit the out left and right.
I'm going to kind of agree with.
average
I'm going to
is
kind of
not
agree with
having-
Hassan here because I'm going to kind of agree with Hassan because now what I'm thinking
The average
is
is not
because
doing
it's
that.
a generational difference. Like grandma
But
and them
that's what
were
I'm saying.
were
They're
spitting
not
out
doing
those
that, bro.
8 kids. Now
You
They
lucky-
were doing
you
it
lucky
because
to get
they,
4
think
out of
about it,
one
the breadwinner
woman.
was taking
You lucky
care
to get
of the
4
person
out of
who's
a
spitting
woman,
out
let
that
alone
amount of
8.
kids. If the breadwinner is still able to take, if y'all
Yeah.
are married and the breadwinner has that type of income coming in, if you know you want to be
that's
family,
a definite sit down conversation.
But what
I
I'm
don't
saying
understand
is
where the issue is. That's what the you get
how
married
many
for
black
anyway,
families,
to
how many
create,
millionaires
to procreate.
right now that has wives that are been with them? We just
But what I'm
judge
saying-
Mathson. Them.
but what
How
you-
many kids they got?
But
3,
what you're
4?
saying,
Maybe
no.
4.
But
That's
what-
the most they gonna
But what
get.
you're saying
4.
is this: how many women want to go through having?
Thank you. So if you a man that want more kids, you gotta have them by multiple women.
Some women
Possibly,
want babies.
possibly.
But
Some
most
women-
don't.
I can't say
I
that because
can't.
I'm not a woman.
Most
Look,
don't.
that
Most
eight-
women
that
don't.
eight I know- number-
Most women don't want
I
no
don't
more
know
than
no-
2, let
Women-
alone
women
4,
love-
Yeah,
let
I'm
alone
with
8.
Hassan on
They don't
this.
want no 8 kids
I don't
coming
care.
out
I
they
don't
damn-
care if you got
Nah.
$1 billion, like 8, like because
Nah, ain't no.
She might not
listen,
wanna do
the
8.
average black woman is not having. You be lucky to get 4.
Three?
And that's 3 to 4,
Three?
and that's
Nigga,
because you
I
caught her.
got 3
You
and
caught
I'm-
her. You caught her in her 20s.
Okay,
let alone
stop.
catch her ass
stop.
past
Hold
30
on.
and
You
shit.
got 3.
Oh no, nigga, let me tell you now.
Shoot.
I'm gonna tell you right now. If I had bread and
You were shooting for
whatever
4,
we
okay.
had, nigga, you know.
Yeah, okay.
She wants a girl. So nigga, if we had got up to 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, if the 14th one was the girl, nigga, cut shot and we good. But it would have been, I would have been in the happiest
love
What,
nigga
so what?
in the world.
You said the key thing was holding you back.
Love your niece more. She's
Adopt,
He
nigga.
I love my
said the
niece
key-
and my
He
goddaughter.
said,
Love
he
you,
said
these
the
little
key
boy.
thing. He said the key thing. What I've been saying the whole time.
Shit.
If you got money, it's pretty much whatever you want to do.
No,
you can.
but it's not just money. That is a tandem. That is a power couple. That is something that you have to be in agreement with. Ain't like you're saying.
Exactly. A lot of women,
you
a lot of black women is not doing
Just
that,
sitting
bro.
out shooting
They
up the
not
club and shooting out babies,
man,
nigga?
you
Like,
get
Lord
one-
have mercy.
Right
if
now.
if you get one, I'm talking about. We talking about. Listen, we talking about you got money. You know what she thinking about?
Your
I'm
money.
I'm not trying to be pregnant every month. Year,
Your money.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Outside of
thinking
that,
about
outside
your
of
money.
that,
All she thinking
I'm not
about.
trying to be pregnant every year, all that type shit. You feel what I'm saying? And you gotta figure, you gotta spread that shit out.
I was
At
getting ready to
least-
say,
at
you
least-
gotta
at
give
least
money
2
out to
years,
everybody.
At least 2 years and
Shit.
shit. So what I'm saying is,
That defeat the purpose.
No, the average black woman is not having
4,
no more-
3,
it's
4.
About
I'm
3
with
to
you on
4
that.
kids. So if you a man that got money, power, and respect, and you want a kumbaya, you're gonna have to have multiple baby
Might
mamas.
not even have
That's
the
just-
power and respect, nigga. You
that-
just
I
got
mean,
money.
it can happen.
With just money,
It can
you just
happen.
you're gonna have to have multiple
It
baby
can
mamas.
it can
That's just
happen.
facts.
It can happen, but the chances
White
of
women
a woman
doing that
sitting
shit.
there,
They popping them kids out.
I don't think a black woman's going to sit there and be
The
like,
av-
8, yeah, that's
Look
cool.
at
We
the
can do
av-
that.
Look at the
I
average
just don't know about
Look at
that.
the average white football player who been in the league over 5 years. Look at their family makeup. A lot of them got at least 8 to 10 kids, especially if they was top end players. Phillip Rivers just being another one. What's my man name? Green Bay Packer linebacker. He be on what's
Not
his
the
name
Matthew boy.
show? Max. He be on what's the name show?
Oh, I know who you talk about. I know who you talk
played
about.
with-
He played for Ohio State, didn't he?
Exactly.
Yeah, I
you
know
know
who
exactly
you
what I'm talking about. Anyway, that nigga got like 10 kids. If you look at the average white star sports that play sports, period, and they're making over 200,000 because each sport you're gonna make over about $500,000.
3, yeah.
Yeah, about $500,000. That's you riding a bench. If you making over $500,000, all their families
Drink up,
they
bro.
got
Let's
north
go.
of 5 kids.
Yeah.
Black families is not built like that shit no more. Especially if they came out of a poor family that had 5 to 10 kids and they struggle. They don't want that shit, whether you got money or not. So if you're a man that want kids, you're gonna eventually have to have multiple women to have that.